some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's cause he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News to interviews, it's a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You could call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
And welcome back, everybody, to Perfect Plex Talk Radio, right here, the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular Review Entertainment. That is, I'm your host, Mike Knoxxx, and indeed is a pleasure. It's my pleasure to be with you guys here today to talk a little sports entertainment. You know, that thing where grown men beat the hell out of each other, and it's like watching Thanos snap his fingers. By the way, Thanos was right. I know that's wrong, people, but if I could just snap my fingers, go back to when the pandemic first started, right? And you would walk the streets. Oh, it was so peaceful. It wasn't all crowded with people. Only thing sick about the pandemic was wrestling. Wrestling really did suck during the pandemic. That part absolutely gave bonky Kong nuts. But what a weekend in sports and entertainment. What a show I hope that I have prepared for you guys here today. A lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. Look at that right there, guys. There it is. You know what it is? Oh, that's last week's card? No, because did you not watch the weekend wrestling this week? AEW? The Four Pillars? Shut the house down. The way AEW ended, we going to talk about the Elite. We going to talk about them. Also, this week in pro wrestling, I'm sorry. Mama, can they see my beautiful face, please? Thank you. Dominic Mysterio. I'm going to continue to say what I said all along, and I'm going to say what I'll keep saying. I'm going to say today. He is the third best heel in professional wrestling today. I don't want to hear about somebody from your mama's ICW, MWW.com, area hall, bingo, slaughterhouse, records, urban, contemporary wrestling federation. No, I don't know them. If they're that good, then show me, and I will stand corrected. But from what I watch on television, the TV, the boob tube, the one that separated all you men from your girls, and some of you girls away from your men, and your man versus your man, your girl versus your girl, because you watch too much TV. Dominic Mysterio told his daddy, when everybody else was getting Mercedes, you got me a BMW. And it wasn't even an M series. Come on. Listen, what makes a heel? We're going to talk about that also, right? Because the tournament was going on. My bracket was ruined day one. Like, if you say come Saturday, your bracket, put my face back up. If you tell me on Saturday you had a perfect bracket off the Thursday and Friday, I'm going to call you a liar. Matter of fact, you're lying because your bracket was busted. And mine was busted too. And because of that, I didn't get a chance to fully put my eyes engaged on SmackDown because, damn it, WK23 was out. Does it hit even stronger? We'll talk about that later. But I got to go back and rewatch SmackDown to hear people was ripping my girl, Charlotte Flair, the greatest women's wrestler. A long time. Charlotte Flair. She needs to know how to be more humble. Did y'all not watch this segment? The segment didn't call for her to be humble. Humbleality, if that's a word. If it is, I just made it up on the Mike Knoxxx Show here on Perfect Talk Radio, Popular Review. Okay? She don't have to be that. The scene, the segment called for of Donnybrook. And her and Rhea Ripley got into it. And then Jay, main event Jay, that is, I'm sorry. Main event Jay took on a conversation with my guy, Sami Zayn. You know, the guy y'all all of a sudden want to like now. You know, the guy y'all want to be friends with now, Sami Zayn. Oh, the week in pro wrestling was like that, people. Oh my God, Cody. Roman shows up tonight on Raw to confront his WrestleMania his WrestleMania opponent. But I ask you, if I can be serious for a moment, I ask you, does it feel like we're on the road to WrestleMania? I'm going to ask that question every week because last week I said, let's book WrestleMania because I felt like WrestleMania needed to be rebooked a little bit, right? Then I also said the matches that we had last week, Vaughn, that we knew we were going to get more matches out. You know, we had the executive consultant here trying to be like, oh, I'm smarter than you. Oh, look at me. My memory's great. So is my son's. Okay? We all knew because this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. Hello? We knew there was going to be more matches, okay, than the matches that they had set last week, which was these matches here: Roman, Cody, Charlotte, Rhea, Bianca, Asuka. They need to pay more attention to that, by the way. Brock almost. Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul. I think will be match of whatever night it's on. Austin Theory and Cena. I think that's going to be terrific as well as you're going to get Becky. Big time Bex, Trish Stratus, Lita versus Damage Control. And now we know we're going to get the triple threat for the Intercontinental title. Okay, between Gunther, okay, the Brawling Brutes' very own Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. Somebody's gonna get a red chest in that one. Talk about your rednecks. Boy, can't wait to see that match. Okay, because there's gonna be a lot of blood vessels pushing that day. Okay, not to mention, we never go now with the friends Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn making up thanks to Cody, right? We know we're gonna get them versus the Usos at Mania. We still not sure if we're gonna get this match. But we know we're going to get this match. This hasn't been official yet, with it being Papa Mysterio versus Little Guerrero, okay, versus Little Eddie Dominic Mysterio. That's his new name, Little Eddie Dominic Mysterio, okay? All right, you thought this was bad? Okay, you thought this at the Royal Rumble was bad? No, what happened on Friday Night SmackDown I thought was freaking awesome. Okay, so that match is going to happen. What's going on about there and YouTube, listen on TikTok, you can follow on all the social media networks, wherever social media can be followed, but can be found, which is absolutely free. Thanks to my social media producer in the back here, always holding me down like it ain't nobody's business. My man King Vaughn, 302 King Vaughn, that is, on Twitter, 316, that is. What's going on, Leon? You tweaking today? I'm kind of always tweaking, to be honest. Okay, it's cool, Leon. What's going on, Jeffrey? How is that? How is that? Explain that one to me. I got to the question a little bit late there, Leon. Dominic, Charlotte is the worst. Listen, first of all, Leon, that's horrible. If that's what you're saying, that's horrible, my dude. Charlotte is the worst, but that's okay. It's wrestling, right? It's just comedy. It's just entertainment. Hey, for you, I get it. I think you're dead wrong. That's like saying that, like, if anybody who told you that Dunkin' Donuts is better than Krispy Kremes, then they're a moron, okay? This ain't that far apart, okay? To say Charlotte's the worst, that's kind of really far apart. Don't like her, I get it. Say what you want to say about her compared to how I put her on that pedestal. That's fine, too, because it's all, perspective. All right. But the reality and the perception is your perception ain't catching up to your reality, my guy. It just ain't, Leon. It ain't catching up. Dominic is coming into his own. Because I hated him at first. I hated Dominic at first. What's going on, DC? Oh, yeah. Y'all see my cup right there? Perfect Plex right there. Oh, my cuppy. Thank you. Covering that brother right there. What's going on, Derek, my dude? How you doing? Sasha Banks is the real better than Trish, Lita, and Phil Yim. Okay. If that's how you feel. I'm not going to debate that right now. I would later on completely eat that up. I think Vaughn had her like number 5 or 6 on his list. Did he have Sasha Banks? You're going to put Sasha Banks above Charlotte? Okay, to each their own. but you're just gonna just have her skip and a jump Lita and or not Lita, but Trish Stratus, okay, or hell, even Lita. You're saying that she's the best of the 4 horsewomen? Come on, my guy. What's going on, Matt? I know damn right it's funny. What's going on? Grand Body P from the UK. That's the King Vaughn. This man has had the longest running show on the BDSIR radio networks. Okay. So make sure you follow us everywhere that can be fun. What makes a heel? If that person can legitimately make me get me emotionally invested to see them get their ass whooped, in my eyes, Triple H set the standard. To be fair, JR made me hate him, calling him that no good bastard son of a bitch. Listen, that what makes a heel. Okay? That's what makes it. You had Sasha third. Okay, all right, because so technically in my world, you put her 2 because your number 1 was China, and I don't think China it's bigger than the women's wrestling. So I forgot. Okay, what's going on, Phil? Fire and Ice podcast, check it in. Hold your boy down. Listen, y'all like that gritty, real talk? Like this is the show where Barbershop Talk Meets Radio. That's all my shows affiliated with the network. Okay, but Fire and Ice podcast. All right, they might have a little Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? If you smoke them cigarettes, I don't smoke cigarettes, but you know who you are. All right, you know you smoke cigarettes. First of all, tobacco's wacko. All right, but if you smoke cigarettes, you smoke the black and mild. You want to talk about, people like to be urinated on. I'm not making this up, okay? And sports talk. Go ahead, check out my man Fire and Ice podcast and check out their page. Let's be real. Bailey over Sasha. Hey, we want some Bailey. Pisses my wife off every single time I do that, by the way, y'all. But because my kids start to do it. So listen, I'm not going to debate that again right now. I can't debate that right now, but I would probably put Bailey over Sasha Banks too. You know what I mean? That's just me. All right, you smoking, you a joke. Just kidding. I don't smoke. Smoke what? Not tobacco. Because that shit's wacko, okay? But let's go ahead and get into today's show. And also, then we're going to talk about WWE 2K23. People, have you played it? Did you get a chance to check it out? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about this today. Because I'm going to just say this to build up the anticipation, as they say, Vaughn. I have not liked a wrestling video game like this. And just so everybody here and get me. And let me get this off the screen now, Vaughn. Sometimes even you'll tweet some shit I ain't say correctly. All right, so make sure you hear what I'm saying. All right, this is the most fun wrestling game I've had since like No Mercy. I didn't say it was better. None of that shit. So don't be tweeting that stuff. This is the most fun that I've had since No Mercy. And last week at this time, I only played the game for about 5 or 6 hours. I made a dumb comment like you couldn't find Shawn Michaels stuff, right? If DJ was here, the Iceman Z is silent, he would tell you Mike didn't ever look for shit. Okay, because I ended up finding it later. I didn't find it until like yesterday, right? All my interests got changed when I found out I could do Shawn Michaels intro. But we're going to talk about 2K23 today. Does it hit? Is it even stronger than 22? We're going to talk about that a little. But the week in wrestling, and I've been honest with you guys, I want to start with AEW. Between Jade Cardell finally getting some respect in that company, okay? Because Jade has not gotten any respect. She should be having way more matches than what she has. Better competition. I mean, she put a tweet out. Remember, we shared it a couple weeks ago, Vaughn, about, or not a tweet, interview. She had it said she was ready to go stump with the big girls. We're about to find out if she's ready to stump with the big girls, all right? I still reserve reservations for later. I hope her wish her nothing to success. As long as she keep having her Instagram posts where she like shows that thigh ass and she'd be like, no BBLs needed. How can you not cheer for that? Okay, so let's go Jade Cardell, right? But the main event last week on Dynamite, all right, and the triple threat trios match, which was insane. Okay, the ending. This is where I got to be honest. All right, that's all I can do. To me, wrestling is a week-to-week thing, right? Like I've been watching General Hospital and shit for like 40 years, right? And in that terms, month to month, I decide if I'm done watching it after all these years, or it's getting good again, right? That's what, to me, around this time of year, every wrestling gets really, really, really good. Right, because it's WrestleMania season. Don't let no other company fool you. Don't let any professional wrestler that you ever meet fool you and tell you, man, my goal is to be on Dynamite. Man, I got a main event revolution. Bullshit. That's a lie. Okay. Their goal is to get to WrestleMania. Okay. So every federation ramps itself up, right, for WrestleMania season. Except for right now, in my opinion, the WWE. I don't know what's going on with this company. And we'll talk about that in a second. But who's taken advantage, in my opinion, the last few weeks? And the attention, getting my attention towards them more, has been AEW. What's going on with the Combat Club, with the stupid group that Brody Lee ran? I will never remember their names. Don't want to remember their names. I think they're stupid. Okay. You can comment below and let me know whatever their name is false. So you can make like I'm a smart guy here, but doesn't matter. But when you see my guy, Hangman Page, get in the ring, they're coming at him. It's Moxley and the boys. And the Elite comes up behind him. And we know they have all this turmoil in the Elite and Hangman Page. I'm intrigued. The Dark Order. Thank you, Reese. See what I'm saying, Reese? Dark Order. I don't even like my chicken dark. I like breast and wings. All right, like only thing dark. I need my breast and wing. The Dark Order is overhyped. They shouldn't be over anything. That's the problem with the Dark Order. They're over. Why are they over? I was explaining to my wife just last night. I was like, wrestling fans, right? Because this is where it starts. This is a lot of my show is about making people understand. Are you not intelligent? Thanks, everybody, for listening to this program. Thanks for sharing, liking, following, all that good shit that you do. And if you don't do it, just do it, right? As DJ was saying, I'm actually about a TV dinner, a church dinner. You know what I mean? So let's like and subscribe. Just go right in. So I'm not actually doing that. So why are they over it all? Wrestling fans got to a point, right, when ECW died, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, Vaughn. When ECW died, wrestling fans decided at some point, we're going to take over the show. And if we're the show, if we can push who we want, companies will push that said individual. They have to, right? Because it did work for WrestleMania. That's why Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, is as big as he is, because wrestling fans did that. But the machine of WWE helped that. Okay, it's why he's one of the most popular wrestlers in history to me, in WWE history. They definitely did it for Kofi Mania. It does work from time to time, but most of the time, wrestling fans, y'all be wrong as fuck, okay? And y'all like anything that's different from WWE, you would hype it up so much, like, yes! You see that? That man grabbed that man's genitals, and he got a hard on to break it. Remember that crap? Y'all cheered for that crap. The same people that cheered for NXT when my man, what's his name, Vaughn, with the man tits, punches the dude in the corner. I probably never watch NXT again because of that. Okay? Y'all guys want to come out and scissor me, bro. I'm sorry. No offense. Yo, brother, I love you. All right? Cuz, I love you. This ain't about y'all. This is about heterosexual men saying, scissor me, bro. I'm not scissoring you. In my day, we said, suck it. Now, I get that was kind of, you think about it, I just told them I'm going to do that to you. But DMX said it, so it must be hard, right? If DMX can say it, you can say, suck it, right? But DMX ain't going to be screaming, yo, Jay-Z, scissor me, bro. That ain't happening. So in some part of the world, wrestling fans decided we're going to take over, and people like the Dark Order got over. I don't own it. Join the Dark Order. Join the Duro Order. Okay, hey. Dark Order, it's terrible. I know this. You know this. Straight tomfoolery. Okay? Okay, DC. You know I love you, bro. All right, come back to Orlando. We got to hang out again. All right, I'm never going to scissor you, bro. All right? I'm never going to scissor. We can have a shot. We can take a shot together. You know what I mean? Hell, we might even go to the, you know what I mean? To the quarter change, whatever they call that place, is trying to be politically correct. You know what I mean? If you want to. But we ain't gonna be scissoring each other, bro. That ain't happening. Okay? Nah, that wasn't saying, bro. That was calling each other daddy. Huh? One day. Okay, I maybe I missed what I'm saying. Misunderstand. I talked to you later about that. You can put it back and feel like typing it. And I missed something ahead of time. There's so many chats coming in. So avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. That's how hot the chat room is right now. The Dark Order, exactly. What we got here? DC also chimed in. The Dark Order are hard workers. Okay. They can be entertaining and they can put on great trios matches and 10-man matches. Okay, here's my one problem with that whole entire statement there, collector of everything. Nobody wants to see a 10-man match. Have a damn battle royal. And I don't care if you're a hard worker. Bringing in some personal conversation with my group. There's a post that was posted about in what order do you put Cena, Orton, Batista, Brock, right? And I was explaining with my wife, and my wife thought as a wrestler, the same way DJ kind of thinks of it. As she mentioned she would put Orton first. Because to her, she thought Cena was never more entertaining. I said, well, I think in the way they're asking is who's like the biggest stars of the company. And then she understood that. Because being a star is different from being a hard worker. AJ Styles is a great fucking worker. One of the greatest workers of all time. One of the best pure wrestlers of all time. But AJ Styles I can't say never because that's just a bad word. Ain't never going to be John Cena. He's never going to be as big as Roman Reigns. It's just not in the cards for him. It doesn't take anything away from him, but AJ Styles at least is entertaining. There's no one in the Dark Order other than that little short one, the little bald head short one, that's halfway entertaining. At least to me. But again, as I said, starting off the show, when Leon thought I was crazy about my Charlotte references, to each their own. Right? To each their own. But a lot of people here saying the Dark Order is pretty goddamn terrible. AEW can't convince me that Jay Cardell isn't it. The crowd was dead for Valkyrie and it's never been. The crowd at first wasn't even on Jay Cardell. Let's keep it a bean. Outside of like people loving her aesthetically, wrestling fans had a hard time crapping on her at first. I still do. Okay. Want to see Jade at WrestleMania one day. She has to be. She has to be. Scissor me daddy. Okay. Even scissor me daddy, scissor me bro. It's all, I'm not scissoring you, my guy. Okay. That's even worse. Okay. It's even worse. You're from the New York area, the northeastern area, right? You see a Puerto Rican mommy, right? She goes, what's up, Poppy? You know what I cannot say to another man? Yo, what's up, Poppy? Oh, that's just an old dude like calling them Pops. Okay? No. John Silver, that guy. I like that little short guy. He can do it. The only good member of the Dark Order left in the group. See, I just said that, right? The little short guy. What's going on? What's going on, Charmaine? Happy belated birthday, Charmaine. Everybody's happy birthday to Miss Charmaine. Look, I see you in the picture, girl. Got your hair all done, nails done, hair done, everything big. Look at Charmaine out here getting her birthday thing on. But moving from that into how great I thought that segment was with that trios match, finally getting to see, and the Rebar Mitzvah, by the way, and I love Sammy Guevara's response. Shut up before we are rucking you back to the recircumcision. Okay. These are things I'm always going to be honest and truthful about when it comes to wrestling, because I don't like people at first. People have to grow on me. As I always say, shout out to my man Phil Bailey. He was Cody Rhodes day one. I was Cody Rhodes day 1.2. Still before people liked him, but early on I wasn't. But he was. My man Dice Man. Huge Sammy Guevara fan. I was not. He grew on me, and now I say it. Same thing with Ricky Starks, by the way, when it comes to Dice Man. But boom. And look at those guys now. Watching, everybody knows how I feel about Dylan McKay. Okay, Mr. Jack Perry, Jungle Boy. I want nothing but the best for that guy. Seeing them in that match, in that time, was absolutely amazing to me. That's what AEW is supposed to be. AEW last week has no go-home show, are not getting ready for WrestleMania. They know this WrestleMania season. They hyped it up for the week. Go watch the segments if you have not got a chance to see them. All right. And make sure you check it out. Starting this Sunday, I believe, we do have a new wrestling show coming y'all live. But my man Dice is coming back. And we're going to do the weekend wrestling review, reviewing nothing but SmackDown and Raw. All right, nothing but SmackDown and Raw. So, guys, I like to dive in there and pick out what I like to pick out. It's like playing Operation and get up out of there. But all that stuff you want to go ahead and grind into and talk about, get that ready for Sunday. Make sure y'all check it out. And I was here for the Pillars as well. I absolutely thought it was fire. And Jeff was conning himself. I appreciated that. And you mentioned that you had gave me a call, Phil, when I gave you that call when Howard was losing 32-35. And then at halftime, it was 35-50. Yeah. So anyway, in that time, we were talking about people getting a chance to humble themselves. And I like when they pushed him over, he hugged the cake. He made sure that the cake got on him. That's how you become a star. I also thought he ate him up. I don't have to be on Rampage and Dark like y'all. Y'all have had Sting. Y'all have had Christian. You've had Jericho. You have everybody to help you guys out. I've had nobody. He made very, very good points in that. And I thought AEW this week killed it. I don't listen. What happened on SmackDown with Sami and main event Jay? We knew was going to happen, right? What happened with Charlotte and Rhea, which I absolutely love. I listen. I have said this before. I'm never going to stop saying it. I'm going to say it again one more time in case Leon didn't hear me. Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Of all time! In case you didn't hear me when I whispered it. Doesn't matter what her and Rhea did. She's going to lose at WrestleMania. She needs to lose at WrestleMania. The problem with that is that when she's the greatest as she is, she does have her flaws. I mean, hell, how do you beat Superman's ass? Kryptonite or magic, okay? But how do you beat Charlotte Flair? Make her a face. She just sucks at it, okay? But good thing she don't have to really be a face in this. Right? She needs to just be what she is. Be dominant. Be Charlotte Flair. At first, I was agreeing with the masses and the fans and the friends that I talked to. I thought she needed to humble herself. But this past week, when I heard that again, I didn't see where this would call for Charlotte to be humbled. She got smacked. I'm Charlotte freaking Flair. Did you not see the war that I had with Ronda Rousey and the war I had with big time Bex getting out the back of police cars? Y'all think I'm like this chick who all of a sudden now, put on some Wednesday Addams makeup and made her ass a little. She did touch the, she put the belt buckle like right underneath the right and the left eye, and it was sitting there so nice. We might get back to calling her luscious Rhea Ripley, right? So as luscious Rhea Ripley comes out, it didn't matter. Charlotte Flair did what Charlotte Flair had to do. And again, it all culminates tonight, or not culminates, but continues tonight as we do. Like I said, we have Roman Reigns will address Cody Rhodes on this road to WrestleMania. Logan Paul is live on Impulse TV. He's bringing his show back. We got Montez Ford out against Austin Theory. This match, it would be good if I knew that we don't already have the match set up with Jonathan Horatio, Tom Brady, Rodriguez, Cena. I'll be a little bit more excited for that. But hopefully Ford does get the victory. But we're going to take a little break. We're going to come right back. We got the week in wrestling history, that is. And we're going to talk 2K23. Any other question you have, comment below. Let me know. And we'll be right back here on the Mike Knoxxx Show, Perfect Plex Talk Radio on Pop Review Entertainment. We'll be right back.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
All right, everybody. Of course, this is King Von Jr. from the Victorious Ones podcast. I'm here for your weekly wrestling history review. Of course, today's my mom's birthday. But of course, on March 20th, 1978, Madison Square Garden, superstar Billy Graham defeated Bob Backlund. The referee starters because Backlund got a cut over his eye. Backlund still kept the title. Of course, in 1983, the champion versus champion match, Bob Backlund defeated Don Morocco in a Texas Death match. On the same day, WrestleMania 10 took place as well. Of course, on March 21st, the night after WrestleMania 10, Raw tapings took place at the Manhattan Center, and so of course, the Hair Shrinkers defeated the Smoking Guns. March 22nd was of course the night that Austin, doused the corporation with beer. Of course, on that same day in 2004 was the draft lottery. March 23rd, 1984, Ric Flair defeated Harley Race to win the NWA title. On March 24th, 1991, WrestleMania 7. And of course, as far as birthdays, March 20th, my mom's birthday is the same, and also Sting's birthday, Homicide's birthday as well, and Jonathan Gresham. Of course, on March 21st, Killer Kelly, Chris Candido, and Buck Zumoff. March 22nd, Viano 5, March 24th, Lacey Evans turns 33. Lana, 38. The Undertaker turns 57. Barry Horowitz turns 63. Excuse me. And that's your week of wrestling history review. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time.
EST.
Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
That was the shortest week in wrestling I ever heard in my life. I wasn't even prepared. Vaughn looked up. I said, I got at least another 2 minutes. Nope. Vaughn said, not today. Happy birthday to Sting as well. I know there's a lot of people's goats out there. What took way too damn long. I know that. But let's bring on one part of the Unpopular Review Team Entertainment. You name it. Y'all don't get to see him every single Tuesday night because of, Captain Shay. Not because of him. He just gets the ratings because she there. He going to be mad when he comes on when I say that to him. But hey, it's okay. What are you going to do? Beat me up virtually? I don't know. Maybe he might do that. What's going on, Grand Poobah? How you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me on the Mike Knoxxx show. That was a shitty introduction, by the way. That was so poor. This is why I'm barely on this show. Oh, yeah, no, everyone comes and say, no, they come to hear me yell and make my great jokes. That's why I was funniest host.
Well, we can't see you because the microphone's across your face. Yeah. I mean, you get a facial all the time. Let somebody see that beautiful brown footage skin.
Mike, you know how to win me over immediately. Good job. But first, real quick, happy birthday to there was a lot of birthdays. So happy birthday to Vaughn's mother. I saw in the chat that Jeffrey said today is his brother's birthday. So happy birthday to him as well. And Mike, I'm saying on his happy birthday. What are we here to talk about?
We're going about WWE 2K23. But first, let me look at some of these chats here. Never mute yourself when I say Charlotte, okay? I'll do it again, okay? And trust me, Grandpa.
Don't you? Not when I'm here.
Everybody P's looking for it. Technically, MJF had Tully before Darby. And, okay, well, with all due respect towards Tully, he's not Sting or Jericho, okay? And Toph. I don't think the Bloodline loses that match. Do I think the tag team titles? Maybe, but I don't think Roman loses. That's just me. I've seen it. I just don't think she loses. That's right. He said happy birthday to his brother. I hope Tez wins too. I don't think he's going to win.
That'd be cool.
Hey, what's going on, Barber? Checking in.
Hey.
So, WWE 2K23. The question is it even stronger than 22? All right. And typically, I asked you to come here today because typically I have a habit of everything's so great. Y'all all accuse me of that. Like, y'all mad at me. Well, not really you. Like, Executive Consulting gets mad at me because I like stuff. Don't get mad at me because you hate everything. Okay. Like, that man would hate strawberry peanut butter and jelly or grape peanut butter. If that's your kind. I've evolved.
Don't get me started on one executive, Christopher, because when it comes to fun, he breaks out in hives. He's not really good. Like when it's sunny outside, he melts.
He definitely gets scabies.
Yeah, absolutely. he has a hard time when it comes to fun. When it comes to this game, is it stronger than 2K22? I'll be quite honest. I didn't play a whole lot of 22 until maybe the last few months. I was like, oh, okay. This game, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't dig into. So before I was coming on for this review, you was like, hey, oh, that's not you.
That is me.
Okay, that is you.
That's the me before my face gets finished. Okay, I didn't feel like waiting. Okay, this is a little scene from backstage in the storyline of, I don't want to spoil it for you, but I got kicked out of a group. So I got the volume down. Okay, I got kicked out of a group and I had to, come back. Mm-hmm. So it's one of the version of the storyline. I had more fun. I've had more fun in this game since No Mercy. And
that's a big praise.
I think WrestleMania 2000, for the record, is better than No Mercy, but everybody's pick is always No Mercy. That's just they stay on. But I haven't had as much fun. Like, and I've had some games that I've had fun with since No Mercy. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I've had fun. I'm talking about like diving in, spending time, not wanting to do anything else. Oh my significant other's like just smiling. I'm like, what's this? It's like just how you keep saying about how much you love this game. You know what I mean? Like the little cut scenes, whether it's whatever you name it, there's some things in this that are just really, really good to me in this game, and I like it. I like it an awful lot. I have some other things I want to talk about as well with you, if I can. Okay, because you haven't got that much into it, right?
Bro, yeah.
So I think there's like 10 major things, right, that I think we should discuss in this game. Okay. Because it's just things that are without this game, to me, makes it better. That's one of them right here, the double title entrance. Okay, because last year people asked for them. You got tired because you immediately, if you played the game on the lock, you immediately come in, spoiler alert, and win a title, right? So if your mind in that thinking, or even moving forward, if how quickly you played the game,
right.
You know, can I have the Roman syndrome, right? The only thing I don't like how the Usos come out with the belts one around the waist because they don't wear. Jimmy doesn't. Main event Jay doesn't wear his like that. He comes out with both of them in his hands,
right?
And he likes to clink them on beat when he comes out. Right, it's one of the things that get Dice Man really hyped when the entrance comes on. And like, you know what I mean? Like, it's you can see he's going into his vibe when he does that. One of the other things in this game, right here, the backstage interactions being different. Have you had a backstage fight yet? Look at this.
Oh my God! No, I never got that deep into it. That is amazing. Because it looked like they definitely added more on, because in 2K23 you could do this. But I remember being thrown off the platform and then landing on the light like that. I don't remember any of that.
I remember you open up the car door or the trunk door or the hood of the car either, and knowing none of those things. I think some of those things make this game hit harder. We also have right here the springboard signatures. I know my son. All right. I was keeping it a bean, and he might can hear me. I hate playing my son Christian. He's so damn good. He's so damn good.
That's the problem, because he's so
he whoops
good.
my ass every single time. The weapon taunts I think is very, very dope as well. Okay, that you could finally taunt. And I didn't figure that out honestly until like last night. Me and my man Scotty is playing, and he goes, "Oh, you can taunt." And I'm like, "How you do?" He's like, "What do you mean how you taunt?" I'm like, "Oh, duh." Right. So the taunting with the chairs, I think it's pretty good. The new flaming tables and
the flaming table's always been there.
No, but it's just new animations when it happens though. So it's like when you do reversals. I want some of the reversals to be changed now. We get the same old chin to the chin breaker. You know what I mean? Back of the leg.
But some
coming in a change.
Some I've noticed, like some people. I just did a match and it was a mixed tag, and we were going against Maurice and Miz. And I've only noticed this for Maurice anyway. When she pins you, she has a shock like this. There's like a different animation. Like when people kick out, it's almost like but she always have this different animation. So that would actually be cool if they add that for the next game, where you can have different animation for said certain. Like if you can add that, because I would like that for my creative character.
Yeah,
it adds more layers to it.
See, he's admitted he tunes in for Shay.
Well,
Scotty says great rude. Game.
Dice is a very rude dice.
Okay, video. Which video is okay? Which
she's
one?
She's saying because this is a video playing.
Love the double title entries as well, Jeffrey. They really took their time with this game.
Yep.
Did they? Because I think this would have been last year's version. They gave us last year's version on purpose. I hate I feel like Madden does the same thing. Like it'd come out with a copy of the game. You'd be like, you could have had this already in last year's game, right? A couple more things here. I just went back. We had the tables. We got the war games. We got the two. The paybacks I think are cool, except for I get mad when I use a payback and I get caught by the referee now, and they disqualify me. I hate that. I do love and Royal Rumbles, whatever. If you have, I love that feature. Symbol, yeah,
that was so cool. Like when I learned about this, that is so cool because it adds a little bit realism to the game. I mean, how many games have we ever played and like you have two NWO, two DX members, and then they start fighting. Like, wait, you guys are a team. You do know that, right? So I love that they added that where you can add, and there was something else too that they added where if like you have a match with and you're going against like someone like Braun Strowman or Omos or something like that, that you can remove the dives. Like you could turn, because like a lot of times they'll run and do a dive, you can turn that off. I thought that was those are like little features. I thought it was really cool. Stuff like that.
Literally playing last night and my buddy's got Omos, or Omos, and I go, he jumps off the top rope with him. I go, no.
No.
That's why that's the
I got one even better for you. I mean, I would laugh if I had a match against Hogan and he does a body splash. I said, there's no way, because if you do that, you turn to dust, sir. You would just turn to dust. So I do appreciate that little detail. Like, it might not be major, but it's major to me because it adds realism. Like, I expect someone like Mustafa Ali jumping off the turnbuckle, not 50-year-old Undertaker. Sorry.
Even in old school. Other than that, and even watching old school, sometimes I kind of cringe. Like, please don't follow Taker. You know you got a bad hip, like a fanny pack. This part in universe mode, I love. It gives you the options to now create your own stories. You don't have to.
I love that. I haven't touched so much into that, but I usually get so lost into universe mode, right? I mean, that is something. So I spend a lot of time with my creative character. That's what took me so long to actually play the game. And something like this, I love stuff like this because it gives you the creative freedom and to do so. Because watch, when my universe, because I'm going to be streaming it, I can't wait to get Dom Toretto because me and him are going to be feuding for months. I'm going to definitely get put over Mr. Rogers. It's going to be a fun time, but I love things like this. Don't shake your head at my creative, Michael.
You said put over Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers is going over. Watch, he's going to be undefeated for 2 years.
Are you one of the guys who like download Spider-Man?
Oh, hell yeah. Listen, last year I saw Green Goblin. You know what I said? I said, fuck yeah. And I downloaded him. I didn't get a chance to put him over, but yeah, as a matter of fact,
I get the rappers sometimes.
And you know what? I had Morgan Freeman at one point. He was going. Morgan Freeman was going over big time. Roman Reigns cheated in something, but it was clear to me Roman fears the morgue.
Well, clearly the tribal chief is not ready for God. I mean, hell. I mean, that's, Morgan Freeman is God.
Yeah, he's gonna get the last word. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely. I also love the new kickout system animation. I love how they fit. I know some people don't like. I hate the rapid A button mashing.
Oh, you like this new feature?
I love the new feature, especially if you actually flick the stick on it.
I'm not flicking no stick.
Well, you should flick your stick at least once a week. Okay, sorry.
I don't know what's happening here.
Just flick it and make sure you rub it down. Okay, oil will be nice too. But seriously, you're playing. So the thing about games that I think a lot of fans like is being immersed into them, the feeling of the realization of them, and it's something about if you have a PlayStation 5 yet. Right?
No, Mike. I'm not rich like you. I'm poor.
No, I'm not rich. I don't have a PS5 yet. I should have one.
Mike, you have like 6 titles behind you, and then you have not Monair. What's the thing? Stormbreaker. I don't know at this point. I have Monair. Do you have the Hulk Fist? Do you have the Hulk Fist?
I don't have the Hulk Fist. No. The one thing I don't have. I have something from all the Avengers except for Hulk. Except for Hulk. But anywho, I ain't rich. But the haptic feature on the PlayStation 5 we're talking about is a great feature, right? Because it immerses you into the game. When you flick when you time it to flick it feels like you're actually shooting your shoulder. To me, it feels like you're actually shooting your shoulder, and I love it. I'm sorry, Shay.
I was laughing at that.
We're gonna make sure we donate to at least a PlayStation 4. Okay.
Now bump that. No. She got to do the order. We got to get her that PS2 first. She got to
go in order. She got to go in order.
We got to go in order. We'll get her to 4 eventually, but we got to
start. We got to get a 2, a 3. All right, we can get them actually pretty inexpensively. Okay, for the 2 and the 3. Even at this point, probably a 4. We got you, girl. I have it at I still have. We have.
No, she's lying. No. She's taunting. No, I don't believe that at all. Not at all. She does not have.
She has a Game Boy Color.
I don't believe she has anything Nintendo.
I think you're just a hater.
Mike, just do your damn show.
I'm doing my show. Damn it.
You're doing a bad job.
Overall, what do you rank this game? I thought the game.
I don't necessarily have a ranking. It's so soon to be ranking it. Like I can't put in that. I'm not going to put in the conversation. Like you mentioned, like WWF No Mercy, Here Come the Pain, all that stuff. I can't put. And by the way, these were great games, but these were not really faves. Like I would pick SVR 07 over Here Come the Pain. And matter of fact, when you talk about No Mercy, which is a good game, matter of fact, 2000. Correct me if I'm wrong, because this was something I liked because I love the custom features. You can make titles in that game, right? I think that was the one you can make titles.
I don't remember. I thought it was No Mercy you can make titles.
No Mercy you couldn't do that. No Mercy had no mercy for me in that game. That was great.
No mercy for you.
That was great. Someone give me 5 points on that. That was tremendous. But what I ranked is
I mean, No Mercy the most because you were able to get the Val Venus towel as your entrance. and I would get the towel, and I would, everybody knows my color scheme is always red and black. So
oh, my character. That's funny. My character. I mean, you saw it, but that's my color scheme too, red and black.
It's always red and black.
It's the dopest colors to go with. But what do I rank? I see Scotty saying it's still buggy. You know, it's funny that he mentions that. I don't feel like it's buggy, but it's so slow. So maybe that's buggy.
I haven't experienced bugginess.
Right.
Well, let me phrase that. When he says bugginess, server-wise, because it's 2K, it does online do buggy stuff. But if I'm playing just local, I have not a single problem with that game.
Right.
Not a single. I haven't had loading. It's loading better. Last year's game took forever, even on next-gen console, because I have an Xbox Series X. Took forever to load. This game loads fast. Even on my kid's Xbox One, it loads faster than it did last year. I haven't had those glitchy issues. Again, online, it will do the same thing where one time I picked other creative superstars that I had downloaded, and it had 3 of me in the ring in the War Games. Like literally, it was my guy who I had, and it was 2 other me's, which supposed to had been.
That is so great.
I think one was supposed to be like. I think one was like supposed to be Sabu, and one I think was Adam Cole, and it was all 3 me. Right. And so for a while, like I was getting confused, like my team was getting confused, like which one is Mike? Right. So just beat him up first. We can get out of here. He says he's noticed when you play online, don't hear people interest music. But now people be saying that the wrong name sometimes. It does that. And those are things to me that doesn't make or break the game. I do get come on, get your stuff fixed. But that's not game oriented. That's server oriented. Right. Because it's in the game. We've seen it in the game. And I think not saying, so if that makes it buggy, okay, I get that. Fix your service 2K, but hell, if you play 2K's basketball, that's an uphill battle. Right. So still a lot better than last year. I even think a little feature they added as far as online, as far as if me and you are playing with one more, it'll still show interests. But if there's 4 more people, they won't show interest music because people hate them. It doesn't matter anyway. When you go online with interested, but that's somebody anyway, they're going to push the A button anyway. Have more than 90%.
I do want to mention too, I'm glad that they brought back custom entrances, because last year they didn't have that. I wanted to touch on that. I spent a lot of time on that as well. Like beside the character was definitely the entrance, and I really appreciate they brought that back. So far, my experience with the game has just been fun. Like I see myself playing it a little bit more. I see myself streaming that game, and in the story, I mean, I did a little bit. I had to, I would have went another hour, and I was like, I said I would be on. But I was doing the story. I was actually having some fun with it. I was laughing at some of the things. Like, when I see Shawn Michaels, I immediately roll my eyes. But when he was talking about one scene about doing the faction, I said, okay.
What faction
now we're talking.
Who did you join? Who did you join? Have you joined your faction yet?
I haven't did it yet because I wanted to do some side missions, because they said if you do that, then you can't do any of the side missions. So I left it alone. But I think the next time I do stream, I will jump in there, because I'm tired of also wearing the lock gear.
Oh, that's annoying. But that's when the game was good, when they make fun of him wearing the lock gear.
I love that. There was even something because they tweet and stuff, right? Yeah. And one guy on the tweet said, well, I'll never go to WWE. I'm just going to kill it on the indies. I said, that is such a shoot, because there's a lot of people who say, never me. That won't be me.
And so that's what asks in AEW now. And also, SmackDown versus Raw does what he want to rank those. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But SmackDown versus Raw?
Does anybody rank those? I mean,
I do. I mean, because some of the SVR games were fun. I enjoyed them for what they were back in the day. Like I said, I enjoyed SVR 07. SVR, the first one was cool. 08 was slow. 09 was slow. 10, I loved 10. 10 was a dream.
13 was my favorite. 10 and 13 were my favorites from that series. When 13 first came to Xbox, I thought it was amazing.
13, WWE 13.
Yeah, CM Punk. That
was a fun game. That was fun. I mean, it was a great callback to, and their story was just pretty much the Attitude Era.
For me, you said a good thing when I said, how could you rank this game? You said it's kind of too. I played it heavily for 7 days, like heavily for 7 days. Excuse me. I've already beat the lock version of the story mode.
Nice.
As y'all saw, this is again. I put it on there. This is a portion of me beating.
First into the limo. This is pure chaos.
This is pure chaos.
That is you with the gold chain.
Yeah.
Yo. All right.
I do. I love the game. I mean, look, when I saw this part, I just laughed. Like, yeah, no Braun Strowman. Who needs the world? Who needs somebody like that? You get 3 regular guys, throw that limo over, baby. Like, I have fun with the game.
Right.
I smile at the game like I'm a little kid playing the game.
As you should.
I've gone into universe mode where I had to start over though because I made some tweaks to your roster because your roster is constantly changing and you're constantly updating things. I like the fact that you can go in there and change superstars. So like, I don't think Dominic Mysterio should be like I think I had him as a 75. I got him as an 82.
Right.
On mine, and I upgraded his gear because they really had Dom coming out all friendly like. So I changed that. Like someone's already made those kind of things. Thank God for this community that's out there makes these corrections. Man, you were talking earlier today, man. Long gone those days of minus 17, positive 84, up 82. Like those days are going and making guys just wait for a couple days online, and somebody's gonna put it on there. Go ahead. You had something to say?
Yeah, no, I was going to say because I wanted to add on to this game. You realize how outdated this game is. As new as this game is, so outdated. Because like when I see Dewdrop, I'm like, yeah, oh right, you're not that anymore. You know, just so it made me laugh when you was talking about Dom and how he's coming out and he's friendly Dom, and now I have a shank Dom. So you wanted to do that. So, but yeah, no, the game is fun. I mean, it's pretty much the same game has been, with little improvements as always been. But the game is fun. I mean, if you just like. Just 2K or the WWE thing, you're not going to be. And listen, also too, you kind of got your first sneak peek of Fight Forever because you can download them AEW stars. Because I don't know if AEW's.
Wait forever to my dad game. Last night was the first time I was bored.
The first time you was ever bored?
I was watching the games more importantly again last night, and I didn't want to kind of dive into it. So I wanted to try something new. And I did dive into GM mode, and a lot of people talk about it. Mm-hmm. It's actually intriguing to try to beat the other shows and to put these things together. It really is kind of. So I went to I've gone 4 weeks into it. I'm kind of, excited about getting back on there and doing it again to see if I can actually win out and be the best, how you produce these shows and are you listening to what they say and if you draft the right people. And it actually helps you more this year too about, I had drafted, so I made my daughter. She was like one of the highest ones on the game, which was weird because I didn't even find myself to draft, which is like, you can't, you think you make everybody active, but some reason they're not there. It's that part's still weird. But so I went in and got my daughter. So when I came back to my round again, it actually told me to draft Liv Morgan because she would be perfect to go against my daughter. Like, it actually tells you that on the side, like, she'd be, and you'll see that, this might not be a good pick. That might not be a good fit for you. This would be a good fit for you on your show. And I think that was pretty cool. And pretty if I had to rate this game, I'll give everything belt grades. I'm gonna reserve some of that for a little bit later. Make sure you guys check out Sports Gamers Online YouTube channel tomorrow. As myself and the Natural and the guys, we go live on SEO and we go deep into WWE 2K23 again tomorrow night. Sports Gamers Online. Make sure you check that out. So I'm just gonna get this game. I'm rated F for fun because I cannot remember the last time I've had this much fun in a game. I did. I know, kind of corny, but I'm a kind of corny kind of guy, so it's okay.
Mike, I appreciate no. I appreciate that you're spreading positivity on this. You're not just sitting here going, "I hate this."
I'm sorry, what? Your New York internet went out. Hello?
Hi.
Okay, you're back.
I know, that was hilarious.
Listen, sometimes I'll be having my own problems, right? So I was like, well, shoot, what if it's me? I had to ask Google a question.
No, that one was on me. My bad. That's what I went down when I broke down and Mark Chris. But no, I appreciate that you mentioned the good things about this game because there was a lot of good and it is fun. And I would say get it and just get it. It's a fun game.
I think you should get it. I can't wait to get back into it, like I said. But again, I asked ourselves if we got out of here. Do you feel like we're on the road to WrestleMania? This time last year, maybe it was different. Like, I knew it was going. This year, I know the crew's not going to be there. We're going to wait for Philly next year. So
and I can't wait to get a Philly cheesesteak from Philly. I mean, real quick story. I had a really terrible Philly cheesesteak the other day, and it really made me mad. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, since it is my second home, When you come, I'll make sure I get you to the right place. All right. It's not Gino or Pat's. That's what the internet in the world, the media tells you to go get them from. Okay. That's not the best cheesesteak places. All right. All right. Okay. So I got you. He said, you just lost one. That's what I'm saying. Well, I'll make sure it wasn't me, Scotty. All right. Because normally it'd be me. But I'm hardwired now, baby. I'm back, baby. All right. Loading in the back. The room is coming. I can still hear the echo, right? Because my room is still half empty. Okay.
It looks nice and full. I even see the little slammy on the ground. I didn't even notice it, but you got the slammy on the ground, right?
I got the other one's over there in the corner. Oh, that corner. What shit? There it is. You see it over my left shoulder. You see a foot. All right. There it is.
I saw something.
There it is. No, my Lions back there. You know what I mean? Big Voltron fan for all the people like my kids tell me, you don't like anime. I watch Voltron. That was anime.
I remember watching Voltron.
Technically, Thundercats was anime. Technically.
Was that?
Technically.
I will sit here and say this.
Battle of the Planets.
I did not like Thundercats, but it had a banger of an intro.
The new one, which a lot of people didn't like, right, came out about maybe 10 years ago. Cartoon Network, when Cartoon Network was around. I love the spin they took on Thundercats, where Lion-O, Cheetah was an adopted son, or Lion-O was adopted, and Cheetah was with the real prince. It was real intriguing how they did that story. I thought they only had one scene. I was kind of mad. Like a last few good cartoons where the Cartoon Network had or Nickelodeon had them for like G.I. Joe, whatever, came back, and it just fell because, let's be real, cartoons can't be successful anymore, in my opinion, because we have too many networks. Cartoons were great back then because you can only watch them on Saturday mornings or after school. Now there's whole networks for cartoons, right? So you don't have to sit down at a certain time to catch a great cartoon. You can watch it whenever you want to watch it now, right? And to me, that's one of my lines about why they're not, as popular. But tonight's Raw, Charlotte might show up, Dominic may show up. A lot of any word on Bray Wyatt? Yeah, we don't know. Is he injured? Is he hurt? We don't know. I just know that holds up Bobby Lashley, right? Big time, because we probably would have got Lashley, Brock 4, right? Because we've had 3. The last one was the third one. Maybe they have fake Omos injury and we'll get Brock and Bobby 4. I don't know. But Omos and
Brock. They're actually going to go with that match. I didn't mean to cut you up, but it looked like they really – because I was thinking maybe there's a swerve of 1 week or something like that. But when they had that face-off last week, I said, they're really doing this.
Is he going to pick Omos up? Is this going to be his Andre the Giant moment?
Is he going to pick him up? You know what was funny? I was on Instagram.
Can Omos get Suplex City?
He can. He almost got picked up last year. So it's not like he's never been picked up.
That's right. Bobby did pick him up.
Huh?
Bobby did pick him up.
He did. But I was going to mention on Instagram, I was looking. So they showed a clip where Brock suplexed Big Show. But instead of them calling him Big Show, they said Brock suplexed a 7-footer. Oh, wow. That's going to be the moment. He's going to hit him with some German. Everyone's going to sit here and go, oh, he did it. And, he's going to hit the F5. He's probably going to look sloppy because he's so damn big. It's not going to look crisp because he's big. He's big. And, I mean, nonetheless, it's still impressive when you pick up someone that I can't pick up Omos. So who am I to talk? Mm-hmm. But, they're gonna do this. And what happens to Bobby, though? I don't know. It's a shame because with all this,
I'd rather see Bobby than missing somebody else. I'd rather see Bobby than Omos.
Yeah, I mean, when they did this stuff, I didn't understand why they even did this match, that match at Elimination Chamber. Or I thought they were going to save that for Mania. But
I did too. That's when they booked it. I said they blew their load too soon. You could have just really held it off to Mania. A lot of people thought that would be where it was anyway. Why not book it?
Yeah.
To me, this is a Bray Wyatt situation. I said it last week about Bray. I'm sorry. Let me finish this.
Right.
With Bray, I don't want to hear creative anymore. Okay, they give Bray Wyatt a lot of rope to hang himself with, and what they do. So I'm hearing all kind of things. Let's just hope it's an injury. And like I've always said, depth of dirt sheets. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Go ahead with your point.
What I was going to say. I was going to mention about Omos because I really like Omos. I tell people all the time I like Omos, but they just set him up for failure. Like this is just not a win situation when you have him against someone like Brock Lesnar. So I don't know. And I saw Jeffrey, how do you make the match interesting? I mean, after the visual where they have that face off where Omos is looking down and Brock's looking up, The match
that's the sell right there.
That's the sell. That's really the sell. The match is not going to be. It's almost like when Andre and Hogan. It's the scene, the visual when Andre's looking down, and you know how many times they play that clip where it's just Andre looking at Hogan.
Yeah, they play that more than the slam. Yeah, just the immovable. Was it the immovable force beats the immovable object?
It was a great call. I mean, it was a great call. Yeah.
Who I think's underrated. I'm sorry, as a commentator, by the way, him and Lord Alfred Hayes. But hey, we're gonna get up out of here. Jack, I thank you as always for being a part of the show, coming in, give me some of your help with the with WWE 2K23. How that game, does it hit different? That is the question. I believe so. Okay, Grand Poobah. My man King Von Jr. 302 King Von Jr. on the Twitter, always holding me down, tweeting everything. Make sure you guys follow Perfect Plex Talk Radio. Make sure you guys follow Unpopular Review Entertainment. Make sure you follow at Mike Knoxxx. Where's Mike Knoxxx at on social media? Wherever you can find and spell the word Mike Knoxxx, that's where I'm at. We're gonna get out of here, Grand Poobah. Any final words tomorrow live? Are we back?
Yeah, you can catch me tomorrow with the amazing Captain Shakespeare. We're going to be talking NXT. I'm probably going to get yelled at because I make a lot of great points.
Big pod tonight. Are you guys already?
We are actually going to record tonight. We missed yesterday. She was on Women's Talk yesterday, and they had a great panel and a great stream. So we're going to do a recording. It's going to be talking about last week, so we're trying to catch up. But yeah, we're going to be recording Big Pop for this week.
Well, there it is. Listen, guys, do me a favor. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me.
Oh, I messed it all up. I thought we were going to be on point.
And don't love God. I'm out of here, y'all. What the heck? You didn't... Fingers.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing.